Okay. Are you able to see my screen, right? So can you just tell
Yeah.
me, anyone guys here now, are you able to understand now actually what is doing this program? Means what we are going to do this, what we are going to do with this program.
We are going to connect device and executing that show wheel and brief commands.
So will and brief command we are trying to execute on a device, right?
Right.
On which device we are going to execute?
We switch on Cisco.
No, that is
Yes.
Cisco, that is fine. I'm talking about on which device. What is the host here now?
192.168.1.1.
Great. So that means this is the host.
Okay.
We are going to log in on this host, right?
Yes.
To log in this device, what is the requirement, guys? We need
Username and password.
username that we are giving here now. And this is the password. Device type is Cisco iOS. We are going to do that. Because of Python automation, we can use it for the Cisco iOS also. We can use it for the SF firewall also. We can use it for CSR also. We can use it for the F5 load balancer also. We can use it for the Palo Alto also. Got it? So here we are just giving the device type. This script we are going to run on which type of the device? Cisco iOS.
Cisco iOS.
What is the secret password?
Test 1 to 3.
So what is this? My switch.
It's the name of the dictionary.
It's the name of the dictionary. So under the dictionary, we are adding this value. Got it?
Right.
So if you want to access this value, then how you can access? You can access like my switch and host. You are getting the point? If you are going to use this one, that means actually you are going to access this value. Are you getting the point? So right now, point is there, we are not aware about this dictionary. Got it? This dictionary we are writing into the Python language. So first in the Python, what we need to understand, what is the dictionary? What is the use of the dictionary? Suppose you are going to operate on this value, password, you want to access. So you should have the idea about how you can play with the dictionary. Got it?
Yes.
So this is the reason first we are going to cover the Python. So first dictionary is there, right? From NetMiko. What is the NetMiko? NetMiko is the libraries.
Library.
From this library, we are importing a file. That file name is connect handler. You are getting the point? That is basically a program. There, all the script is already there. How we can connect it to the device? This is the connect handler. That is our actually program. That is a file. We are creating a object of that connect.
Okay.
Connect is just an object, nothing else. Just a variable basically. You can understand like a variable. You are getting the point?
Yes.
So connect handler and what is this? Network device. And connect.enable. Are you getting this point? Connect.enable, just we are enabling, we are making a SSH connection basically. And what is this? This is also a variable. There we are putting our command. What is the command we are going to execute? Got it? And then to execute this command, this should be happen. Print connect send command. This command we are going to execute on that particular device where we have a active session. You are getting the point. So on this switch where we have active session, you are not able to understand because of we don't know about these all the things. You are getting the point. So active session, on the active session where we have connected through the SSH, on that device we are going to execute this command, show wheel and brief. Got it? So whatever the output we'll get from that switch, that we are going to print on the output screen. Are you okay with this? Now tell me one thing. This is the program. You can ask the question, Puneet. Here you are going to execute the show VLAN brief command on a device. We are writing so many lines here, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's easy. Instead of that, what we can do, we can directly log in on that switch through the putty or something. Means as such, we can do that. And we can execute the command. Why we need to write this script? Are you getting the point, guys?
Mhm.
So tell me
Yes.
one thing, there is one device, then yes, fine, you can directly log in with the putty and you can execute this command on that particular machine. But if there is 100 device or there is 1,000 device and you need to get the same output from everyone, then what will we do? Tell me one thing, on the 1,000 device, if you are going to log in, it will be an easy task or difficult task?
Very difficult.
It will be very difficult. Here, what we can do, we can just put this program into the loop. And what we can do, loop, we can use, loop means iteration basically. We can execute the same command 1,000 times. Only what I will change? I will change the IP. You are getting the point?
Mhm.
Only what I will change? I will change the IP. And I will execute the same command through the loop 1,000 times. I am not going to write this program 1,000 times. What I will do, I will just execute this program 1,000 times using the loop. Got it?
The loop.
So it will, this to write this script, how much time it will take, guys? Maximum 5 to 10 minutes. If you know the programming, know the automation, it will take maximum, how much time it will take, guys? It will take maximum 5 to 10 minutes. Got it? Within 5 to 10 minutes, what we can do? We can execute the show VLAN brief command on 1,000 of the devices. Doesn't matter that 1,000 device or 100 device or 200 device. You are getting the point? Question is, Puneet, if there is 1,000 device, that is fine. You are going to execute this command on the 1,000 of the device. If in between there is a device, there is some issue, you are not able to log in on the SSH. Through the SSH, you are not able to log in. Then what will be happen? Your program will be terminated there, and you will be get error message. So your program should not be terminated, right? If you are the programmer, what should be happen if any error is there? Then your program should not be terminate. It should have a capability to handle the error in your program, right?
Yes.
So for that one, what we need to learn, we need to understand the exception handling in the Python.
Okay.
If there is any exception, then how we can handle? You are getting the point?
Yeah.
So exception handling is also required, loop is also required, basic syntax is also required. Then apart from that, tell me one thing. Right now, what we are doing, we are taking this value, that is a hard value, we can call it. It is not going to change on the execution time, right? Suppose our requirement is there, no, once I will execute the program, then on that time, what should be happen? This program should be asked with me the host address, then username and
Password.
password. Because of right now I'm in the script, I'm going to execute this script, right? So it should be use my username password. If after me someone is coming in the script, he is going to execute this script, then it will ask the username password to him, right? So username password, here we have put it the hard value, that means it's a fix. It is not going to change throughout the program, but our requirement is that if any time the program is going to execute, on that time it should be asked with us the username and password. Got it?
Yes.
So we need the input function also. We have to idea about the input function, how we can take a input on the runtime from the user. If you are going writing the script into the Python, so in the Python, what is the input function? That we have to idea. So this is the input function, guys. This is output function, right? This is dictionary. We need the exception handling. Even if you are going to configure the multiple devices, you should have the idea about the loop also.
Loop.
Got it?
Yes.
So these all the things should be clear first, then only we can write the Python automation, right? Just I'm showing you the another yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me. Yeah, when you say the loop, is it like when it's like when there's a loop within the traffic or?
No, that loop traffic, that is a different. Loop is here to
Okay.
iterate this program. Suppose loop means that. Okay, if the traffic loop is there, what do you mean by this? That is endless process like this.
Going back and forth.
Like your traffic is.
Mhm.
So here also
Yeah,
the loop concept is there. How many times you want to execute this program? So you
Okay.
can loop this traffic. Suppose you want to 10 times, so you can loop it 10 times.
Okay.
Right? If you want to execute 200 times, so you can execute the same command through the loop 200 times. Got it? Now, I'm just showing you the another one.
So there was like star network device, or what it was? Star network device.
This is basically, if you're talking about, this is the address, this is the pointer basically. Which one is going?
Okay.
Which one is going to point this one? Pointer, have you heard about, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is basically the location it is going to connect. So this is our device details. Just I'm showing you the another program. This here we are using the telnet lib. These are again libraries. Okay, so in telnet lib, that libraries, complete libraries we are importing, right? In earlier program from the connect handler, we were importing the only one class, that was connect handler. Here we are importing the complete get pass, system, sys, and telnet lib. What is the first line?
We're just asking the user to enter his telnet username. I'm storing it in user variable.
Enter your telnet username. So that means username we are taking. Once this program will execute, on that time it will ask the username. Then password we are taking. So both password and username we are holding. Type get pass and get pass. What is the purpose of this? Why we are using this one? This is a special function. When you are going to take type the password on the output screen, it should not be visible for anyone, right? Hello. Otherwise, if you are going to execute the normal input function, if you are going to use to take a password, then what will happen? Once you are going to execute the program, it will be type the password that will be visible. But what is the purpose? Our password should not be visible. So we are taking the input, but the type we have make it get pass. That means it's a password, user is inputting the password, so it should not be visible on the output screen. Got it?
Yes.
Now we are running the loop for n equal to 72 to 77. 72 to 77 means what? 72, 73, 74, 75 and 76. So host equal to 192, 168, 20, 122 plus strn. That means we are converting the n into the string, and it will be the complete address 192.168.122.72. This is our actual host where we are going to log in. Username, password, it has already asked. tn.read until the username. It will wait until the user is not going to enter the username. Then tn.write, we are just going to put into the output screen username. Whatever the username user will enter. Then if password is going to match, then tn.read until the password. Until user is not going to write the password, guys. It will wait. And then after that, it will be write the password. Once it will be the password will be right, then after that, what will happen? tn.write and here basically we are not going to type the password through manually. Whatever the variable we are using, from the same variable it is going to print here. Obviously, if you are going to log in on the device, so first what is the requirement? Username. Then password. So tn.write, tn is just object of the telnet lib on which host we are going to execute this command. So tn, that is a object. Through write, we are just going to write the user. Well, user means what? What is the username is there. Then tn.write, what we are going to print? What is the password is there. So username, password will be mentioned. Then after that, you will be able to connect. Once you will be able to connect, guys, then what will be happen? tn.write, connect if you are going to connect. So in which mode you are there? Suppose you are into the privilege mode. Then conf t. Once you will be execute the conf t, you will be moved into the which mode? Global config mode. And then in global config mode, again we are going to run another loop. So how many VLAN we are basically creating? 2 to 20. So on each device, 72 to 76, on each device we are creating the VLAN. How many VLAN we are creating? We are creating the 20 VLAN. You got the point? But the point is, guys, first we need to should have the idea about the Python, then only we can write this system. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So I guess Ron, you are doing the same type of the stuff, right? Ron, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So directly, if you are going to start this one, guys, it will take some time, but within the 3 to 4 weeks, we will be able to cover the Python. Then after that, we are going to write this program. Okay.
Okay.
So we are going to start the Python basically. To Python, we have a multiple application. One is the PyScripter if you are the window user. Otherwise, IDLE is there. IDLE is there. You can type there also. But best way if you are going to install the PyCharm. PyScripter. PyCharm is there. That is for Mac. If you have a Mac operating system, then you can use the PyCharm. You can see here, you can execute your program here, whatever the message you want to print. Hello. So it's a printing hello. But we are not going to use the idle. We are going to use the PyScripter. Okay.
What about Visual Studio, sir?
Sorry.
Visual Studio. Can I use
In
Visual
Visual Studio also there is option to you can use the Python there also. First, we are just going to learn the basic Python. That's it. Whatever the tools you are going to use to run your program, these are just a compiler basically where you are going to run your program. So you can use any one of them. Okay.
So which one do you need to download now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Python
somewhere
you'll be able to download it. Otherwise, I will
give me a link
yes.
so that we'll download it.
Link I will also give you, and what I will do, I will directly upload this application in the drive. So from there you can directly download it and install it.
Sounds good. Sure. Thank
Okay.
you.
In the Google Drive, I will upload it. Okay. So before going to learn any single line program, first we need to understand what is the program, guys. I'm just going to start with very beginning. Okay, what is the program? What are the variables? First of all, if you are going to perform write the program, you should have an idea about these things. Just a minute. How your computer work, guys? First, you have to understand the computer work, how it's work, how your computer will operate. Okay, I guess everyone is here, guys. You have already withdraw the money, means you have idea about how you can withdraw the money from the ATM, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you are going to the ATM machine, you have to do something, then only you'll be get the money, or once you'll be enter the ATM machine will give you the money automatically. Hello?
Yes.
I'm asking with everyone, if you are going to enter your ATM machine, right? In ATM machine, you have to, once you'll be enter the ATM machine, you have to do something, or once you'll be enter the ATM machine will automatically identify your face and it will give you the money.
You have to type your pin, pin code, something like that.
Arun, what do you have to do?
Yes, we need to actually insert the card and then type in a secret code. So input is definitely required to the machine, and then it will check, verify everything. And if the details are matched, then the request will be processed.
That means once you are going to enter into the ATM machine, first you are giving the input. Input in the input, what you are giving there, guys? Your identification, either by the card, either by the something else. But you are just giving the input to the ATM machine, right?
Yes.
First you are giving the ATM machine to some input. Okay, that GUI means GUI, where the user interface, basically it is called the user interface, where the user is connecting. There it should have the some, just a minute, guys. Give me one moment. Yeah. So first you need to give the identification, that means some input. Then after that, what will be happen? Your ATM machine. What this ATM machine will do there, guys? It will process something, right?
Yes.
Once you are giving the input, then after that it is going to process. Once the process will complete, then it will give you the result, or we can call it output in the computer language, right?
Yes.
So what are the program step? Any application, I'm not talking about this ATM, just I took an example. I'm talking about any programming, any application. If you are using the Calci, in the Calci also, what you have to do? You have to first give some input, right? Normal, I'm talking about the input first, then input, then after that, what will be happen? You need to process, then after that, what will you be get? You'll be get the output.
Output.
Without input, there is any chance you will be get the output? Any application, you can take an example. If you are using the PuTTY to log in on the device, that is we are familiar with the PuTTY, right? Everyone. In the PuTTY, first what you have to do? you have to first put there the IP address and port number, right? So in the putty also, if you're talking about, so there also what you are giving there. First, you are giving the input, then it is processing. Processing means it is making the correction with that particular IP address. Then after that, you are getting the output. In the output, you are getting the, after the connection, you are getting a black screen. There you need to enter the username and password again. You are getting the point.
Yes.
Is it okay? Okay.
Yes.
Suppose you are going to the ATM machine. In the ATM machine, okay, that part I will come up later. First, we need to understand this one. So that means any application, what is the requirement? We need to understand the what we need to gather from the user, that is input, how we can process, right?
Yes.
And then how we can give the a result output. Got it? So any programming language, either you are learning the C, C++, Java, Python, any programming language you are going to learn, guys. So what you have idea about those programming language? If you are learning the Python, you should have idea about what are the input function, how many input function are there, and what are the use of those input function in the Python. In the Python, if you are going to perform any operation, so how we can perform the operation, that means process how we can perform. So we should idea about the there what are the operators we can use, how we can perform the operation. So the operators are required, right? Then after that, you need to print the result on the output. Okay. First things, these three things you should have the idea about these three. Input function, what are the input function for any programming language, what is the output function, and what is the operators, how we can process anything in that particular programming language. Got it?
Yes.
So these three we are going to focus. Again, one more thing, user interface. What is the user interface? Anyone can tell me, guys, in the whole world, what are the percentage for the Linux operating system and what are the percentage for the Windows operating system? Lump sum. If you don't know the exact, I also don't know exact numbers, but just I'm asking the lump sum value.
Well, I'm not sure, but in India, most of the engineers prefer the Windows.
Okay.
80 to 20%. I don't know about the outside
So
country.
we can consider like 70% user are using the Windows and 30% are using the Linux. I'm not sure that number is exact or not, but almost it will be like that, right? My question is why the 70% user are using the Windows? Why they are not using the Linux? Do you have any idea?
The Windows is more user friendly.
More user friendly means their user interface is very easy.
Easy, yes.
User basically, right now we are connected with the laptop, we are connected with the interface basically. Behind this process, whole process, or the either we are using the Zoom or anything, there is lot of the program has been done, right? So guys, we are connecting on the Zoom. So for the Zoom also there is lot of the program has already done, right? So for the web meeting, if you're talking about the Zoom meeting, means online meeting, we have a Zoom also, we have a Google Meet also, we have a WebEx also, right? Multiple, we can either use our AnyDesk also, right? But maximum people are using the Zoom. What is the reason behind that? because of their user interface is very user friendly, where the user is interacting with your application, right? User is interacting with your application, so that means it should be easy to use for the user. So if you are going to write a program, you should think like that. This program you are not going to write for yourself. You are going to write this program for the customer. You are getting the point. Customer is not interested how you are writing the code. He will just execute the program and he will be easy to run your application. That's it. You are getting the point. How you are writing the program, what are the mechanism you are using behind that, customer is not going to check those parts. What the customer requirement? Customer requirement is if for any customer, they are just going to open an application. Once they will open the application, guys, what will be happen? They will just use, and if it is not user friendly, what will be happen? They will leave that application. It doesn't matter how many security is there, how it is processing, that doesn't matter. For the user, again, I'm taking another example, guys. You are working in the industry also. For the ticket handling, we have multiple tools, right? To handle the ticket in the networking, guys, we have multiple tools. Which one? Can you just give me the 2 or 3 name?
ServiceNow is there,
Yeah.
and
ServiceNow is there. Jira is there, right?
Jira, yes. Jira.
So
I don't
most
remember how
famous ticketing tools is which one? ServiceNow,
ServiceNow is famous, yes.
right? Because of ServiceNow is more user friendly. And how we can make it user friendly? Your message should be clear on the screen, on the output screen, right? Just I'm giving you the example. I'm just going to run a program where I'm just going to take a input from the user 2 numbers, and I will print the result. Okay, just I'm writing a program, print or enter the first number. Equals to a plus b, print from equals to a. Now I'm going to run this program. It is asking the 2 numbers. What I'm getting the result? Hello?
30.
30. Let me run this program again. What I'm getting here, the message, guys?
Enter the first number.
Enter the first number. From where we are getting this number message? We have put this message. Enter the first number, right? Which one is the first? If you can see, guys, this is my string we have already mentioned, right? So once this you can assume this is the application you have developed for a customer to add the two numbers. Just application you are developing for a customer, right? So here you are given the message. Once he will run, it will get the message, enter the first number. Once you will enter the first number, again one pop-up will open, right? You can see here now 20. What is the another message? Second number. I'm just putting the second number, and then after that, what I'm getting the result? 50. And here, what it is showing? Sum equal to. That means it is showing it's a sum of these above two number. Which one you are getting? 50, right? Now I'm just going to remove this message from the input function. Again, I'm going to run this program. It's working. It is giving any message, guys?
No.
User is able to understand what it is asking. User can interact with your application. Now, he is not able to understand what it is asking, right? Even if you are going to enter the value, you will get the perfect result. But you are getting the result, right? Sum equal to 170. But which program was better, guys? Which one was interacting with the user? Which one was easy to interact with the user? First one or this one?
First one.
The first one.
There the interface that was easy to interact the user with your application. Just try to understand, you are developing application, so it should be in your mind that your application is going to talk with your user, your customer. Got it? So your application should be very user friendly. That is the point. You are getting the point? So this is called the output screen. This is our program where we are writing the program. This is the place where we can write the program, and this is our output screen. There we can get the output. You are getting the point? And user is going to interact with your program. Once he will enter, then he should be get the output on the output screen. Okay? Hello? Everyone is okay with this?
Yes.
So we need to understand what is the input function. As I told you guys, there is three things we need to understand: input function, output function, and to process anything, we need to understand the operators. What are the operators and what is the operator? That we need to understand. Then after that, we can write a simple program in the program, any programming language. If you know the C language, guys, in the C language, there was a printf and scanf function was there, right? Scanf was for input and printf was for the output function, right? And there the some arithmetic operators was there that was used for the, that was that we were using for the operation, to perform the operation. Similarly, in the C++, there was a function, guys, cout, cin, right? So for any programming language, we should have idea about their input function, output function, operators, and operator. Got it? So if any program you are going to develop, guys, you should have these idea. Then what is the point? Next point. What is the program? What is the first, before going to discuss the program, what is the software What is your opinion about the software, guys? Hello?
The software running the program or what?
No, I'm just asking what is the software? If I'm talking about the what is the definition of the software? As we there is you know guys, the IT industry is divided into the two parts, basically hardware and software, right? So hardware that we can physically touch, that is a physical box that we can call it, that is a hardware, right? What is the definition of the software? That I'm asking. Hello?
Application which is developed to perform a certain task.
Application is also a software.
Okay, so we can call it as a set of instructions as well.
Set of instructions. Because of when you are going to design any one of the software, guys, any application you are going to design. So first you should have the clear goal. What is the purpose of this application? And you will be write the multiple program to achieve those tasks, right? There is a notepad. So what is the clear purpose of the notepad? User can write anything, save it, and read it, right? So for the notepad, that when the notepad was developed, that goal was predefined. What is the purpose of this notepad, right? So to make this notepad, there also the lot of the program has the programs are there behind this. Got it? So any software, any application you are going to develop. So first you should first what will be happen, guys? You should have the clear picture. What is the purpose of this application? Why we are going to develop and what we are going to achieve, right? So what if you are going to write an application? So there that will be not possible with the single program. Got it? There will be a multiple program, right? Multiple tasks in the same application, and on each task there will be multiple programmer. Got it? Hello?
Yes.
So in a single application, if the multiple user are working, guys, how they can handle? How you can handle sync the program? So for that one only we have a GitHub and Git concept is there to control the version. So that will also discuss Git and GitHub. What is the purpose of this one? Because of the multiple user are working on the same application, right? Might be the one program can impact the another one. So how we can isolate those programs? So that for this one to track all the programs and how we can handle the multiple work, the multiple user or multiple team in the same program, same application. So for that one, we have a Git and GitHub. That's called the GitHub under the application means folder, and those folder is basically called the repository, right? So that we are going to that we will discuss also. But my question is there, if the software is software, so what we can call it, there is a multiple programs in the single software. So we can call it set of the program. Set of program is called
A software.
Software. Suppose you are just going to write a calci. You are planning to make a calci with your calculator. You want to just make it. So there will be multiple operation, guys. Addition, subtraction, division, remainder. There will be multiple operation, right? Percentage, multiple things are there. So suppose there is a team which one is developing the application calci. So one person is working on the addition program. Another, I'm just taking an example, guys. A big application, there will be multiple tasks. So one programmer is there who is working on the addition, another one is there who is working on the subtraction, another one is there who is working on the division. So these all the program will again conclude with each other, guys. Means will be in the single file, will come into the single file after complete the task by the everyone. Then you will be get a complete software, right? So there means each programmer is writing a separate program. That means multiple program is going to use into a single software, right? So what is the software? Software is a set of program. Got it? Then, what is the program? That's just like you can assume this is a program, right? This is program. Basically, it is a complete program, right? What is the what we are doing with this program, guys? What we are doing with this program?
Addition of two numbers.
We are adding the two number. Enter the first number. Enter the second number. Got it? So these two, what is the purpose of this program? We are targeting to get the addition of two number. So how many lines are there in this program, guys?
Or
How many lines are there? There are 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 4 lines in a single program. What is the purpose of the each line, guys? This is my first line. What we are giving the instruction in first line? This is called instruction. What is called? In the first line, what we are giving the instruction? We are giving the instruction to get input from the user, the first number. That is my first instruction, right? Hello?
yes.
Second instruction is we are taking the input, second number. Third instruction is, guys, we are going to add both number and we are going to hold into the third variable. This is my third instruction. Got it? And what is the last instruction, guys? Fourth instruction, we are just printing the result on the output screen. That is our fourth instruction. Is it okay?
What would happen if you just had print C in the last line?
Yeah, we can just print C. So what will be happen? You will not get this value, this one. You will be just get the sum. You will be just get the 170.
Oh, I see.
Got it? Here we have put the message behind this what we are going to print. So we are going to print the sum. This message you can remove it, doesn't matter. It will not impact your program. But here what will be happen? You will be get only 170. So again, I'm telling you why we are printing this one, because of we are developing this application for the customer. So if you are just going to print the simple C, he will get the 170, but it is not clear message. What is this? Got it? Hello?
Yes.
Just think about that. If you are going to the restaurant, guys, for the dinner or lunch, after that you will be get a bill. There everything was mentioned. This is the total, this is the SCGST, this is GST, right? And in the last you will be get this total amount, right? So if these messages are not there, you are just getting a total. So you'll be able to understand what is the purpose of this. Means this message is not there. So user will able to understand what is the cost for which one. Got it?
Yes.
So that's similar to that Ron here. We are just giving a message. So here, how many lines are there, guys? 5 or 4 lines. So we can call it program is nothing. Program is set of instruction. What is this?
Instructions. But sir, instead of converting the variable C to string, we can simply put a comma and then type C instead of converting to string and then print it. I think that will also work in the integer form.
You are telling now, comma?
Yes, like this.
Yeah, we can just do that. I will tell you the reason why we are converting, okay?
Yes.
if you are just going to put, so you don't need to convert, it will be auto take the integer, and the integer it will print on the screen, that will be take as a string automatically. So what is the
Yes.
why we are using the string? I will just tell you later. Okay. str,
Sure.
what is the purpose of that? Everyone is okay with this? So I'm just trying to split, guys, because of we are going to learn the program. So first we need to understand what is the program basically. Got it? So software is just a set of program, and program is set of instruction. Again, I'm just trying to break the program, guys. What is the program basically? Set of instruction. Again, I'm talking about what is the instruction. What is the instruction, guys?
The input from the user
No.
or the rules.
Instruction is nothing. It's just a set of predefined keywords, function, we are just using the predefined keywords and function to write our give the instruction basically, right? Like input, it is a predefined. Int, it is a predefined. What is we are defining?
Variables.
Variables. So basically in each instruction, without, in every instruction you can see there we are using some predefined things. Like here also, if you are using c equals to a plus b, so c is the variable plus sorry, equals to equal is operator, and a variable plus is again operator, and again b. So instruction is nothing. We are just, instruction means just we are going to use the set of predefined functions, predefined keywords that we are going to use to give instruction to a computer. So that is set of basically the predefined function, keywords, operators, right? Keywords, operators, these are the instructions. So if we want to write a program before going to develop a software, first what, from where we need to start? We need to write a small program, right? Hello? Before going to write up, create a, directly you can't be develop a software, right? So you need to first, at least you need to write the, you need to write a program. And to write the program, you have to idea about the instruction, right? So basically, we are going to start from the instruction. How we can give the instruction in the Python, that is my first step. That from here we are going to start the Python. You got this point? Hello? Hello, guys.
Yes.
So we are going to discuss about the instruction first. Means Python, we are going to start from the instruction level. What is the instruction? How many functions are there? How we can create the variables? How we can write a simple program, that we are going to cover. So up to this point, if you have any question, guys, you can ask me. If anyone is there who has any question.
When you define a variable, does that variable have to be called later on in the script?
Yes.
Okay.
Variable because of, as I opened the program, these was what is this? This is just a variable. Both are the variable. This is the loop we are using. This is the output function. Got it?
Right, but if you define user and password, then user and password have to be called at some point later in the script, right?
Yeah, we are calling here, right? You can see here, we are calling the user. We are calling here the password.
So what was the difference? You had the first script that you put up there, you had an equal sign followed by a curly bracket, but that wasn't called a variable. It was somebody that one of the students said it was something else. What was that?
No, here it's a variable we declared. And what we are holding? We are holding some value, right? Later, we are going to call this variable.
Yes, but
Here we are calling the variable. So we are just, yeah.
I understand. The first script that you put up today, which one was that? The first script, the very first one that you displayed.
Okay, that was there. We were using the dictionary. You're
So
talking about this one, right?
right. So when it's followed by a curly bracket, that means it's a dictionary.
Then it is called dictionary. This is not a variable. If it is going to start with the curly bracket, this is the dictionary.
Okay.
Variable, what is the problem? Variable can only hold a single value. Got it? In dictionary, we can create, we can hold the multiple values. So that part will come, might be in the next week, we'll reach on this point. Okay. This is also a variable, but what is the type of this variable? It's not a normal variable, it's a dictionary. Got it?
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
So guys, first we need to understand what is the variable and what are the input function and what is the output function. First, input function. What is the purpose of this input function, guys? To take the input from the
The
user
Okay.
on runtime. And what is the output function? To print something on the output screen for the user. Just try to understand output screen, that is our where the user is going to interact. You need to understand like that, right? So output function to print something on the output screen for the user, input function to take the input from the user on runtime, right? So here, what is the input function? If any function is there, guys, then what will be happen? Parenthesis bracket will come there. If any function is there, what will come? Parenthesis bracket. So if any function is there, if any keyword, anything is there, if the parenthesis bracket is there, that means that is a function. Got it? Right? You can see here we are using the multiple program, right? Right after the right, what we are using? Parenthesis bracket we are opening and then we are closing. Got it? So what is this? Right is just a function. Write is a function.
Function.
Might be the function, every function. I mean, here the write that is going to just print. It is also printing, but it is going to print on the console. It is just going to print on the console. Here tn dot read until username. It is also going to just tn dot read until the username, and username from where the username we are going username it will ask guys.
You're coming from the input function.
Input function. So from here the user will come. So basically on the output screen, username it will be hold for the username, right? So we are just holding the output screen, and what the message it will show there? Username. Just we are holding the output screen until the user is not going to input something, right? So we are just holding. So that is also a function. That is also a function. That is the parenthesis bracket. So my point is there, if any function is there, then what will be happen? After the function name, parenthesis bracket will be there. Similarly, print is also what? That is also the output function. You are getting the point?
Mm-hmm.
So anything, if you are going to use the input function, you are going to take any input. So by default, input function will deal into the string format. It is not going to deal into the number format. Suppose you are going to put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 also it will be act as a string. It is not going to act as a number. You are getting the point. So if it is required, you want to convert into the number, then we have a function that called, we have another function that int. Using the int, we can convert any string into the integer. But that will come later. First, we need to understand the input function and output function. So
No, you are telling input will take the variable as a string, right? So we need to convert using int, right? Right,
yes,
sir?
yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, that I am coming on that point. That is will come under the typecasting. Basically, what is the typecasting? We'll understand that part. But first, we need to understand the print function and input function.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are going here now, I'm just going to print something. Print, I'm just going to print hello. So first thing, you can see here, this is my print function. What is the signature? Signature, now you will be not able to understand what is the function signature. But you can see there the print, and then after that in the bracket, in double inverted comma, what we are putting there, guys? Hello.
Hello.
It is my message, which one will come on the output screen. Got it? So if I'm going to run, so on the output screen, what we are getting?
Hello.
Hello. If I'm going to mention here the welcome to Python automation, anything, any message is there. Then if you are going to run, what we are getting? So this is just a message for the user. You can mention anything, you can write anything. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
It's depend on your program requirement, what you are going to print on the output screen. So print is just a function that we can use to print something on the output screen. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have an input function. Okay, in input function I will come later. First I need to understand variable. I have to define you first, I guess. I'm just a variable creating username, and what I'm asking, input, and message is enter the username. Okay.
Yes.
So this program will start from where? From the first line. What is the first line, guys? This one.
Mhm.
User name input function, and this is my message for the user. Enter your username. So this
Mhm.
message will also come into the output screen. You got this point?
Yes.
Then after that, your screen will be hold until the user is not going to enter something. Got it?
Mm.
Once he will enter, that information will be stored where, guys? A variable. Variable is nothing. Variable is just a memory allocation. What is the variable? The name that you address name. That address name is username.
Mm.
What is the variable, guys? Variable is nothing that it is just going to reserve a memory. So you are going to access that memory with the user name. You got this point?
Mhm.
So in the username, whatever the value number I'm going to name, I'm going to put here. Suppose I'm going to put here the abc.com, or I'm just going to put the Puneet. So Puneet is the username. That will be hold where? Username. Actually, it is going to store in this variable, in this location, in this memory. Puneet.
Mm.
Later, if it is required, what is the value under this variable? So I can call this value through this variable name. You got this point? I will call the username, but actually what I'm calling what is the value under this variable. You are getting the point.
Yes.
Just try to understand.
Mhm.
Ron, there is a variable. So what we can do? We can set the variable and we can get the variable, right?
Mhm.
A variable name is anything. Here I'm using the variable name, username. So what we can do? A variable, either it can be set, either it can be get. Get means what? What is the value under this variable that you are going to get it? Set
Mm.
means what value you are going to set under the variable. You are getting the point.
Mhm.
So here from this line we are setting
Mhm.
some value into this variable. Got this point?
Mhm.
And here we are not going to get it. I'm just going to write here username is, I'm just going to print username. Username is my variable. Okay. If I'm going to run this program, it will be execute from here, guys. Hello?
Mhm.
If there, that is the variable name is username, right?
Username. Yes.
Mhm.
So suppose once I will run, it will ask the username. Suppose I'm entering the Puneet. So it will come there, right?
Mhm.
Is it okay? Then,
Yes.
so we are just, as I told you guys, we are just going to set the variable. Variable is set. Then after that, I'm just going to print. It will print like this. Username is, and then after that, it will get this variable. What is the variable name? What is the, under this
Okay.
variable, what is the value, guys?
Connect.
This is the variable name. Under this variable, what is the value?
Connect.
Puneet. So here we are setting the variable, here we are getting the value. Get. You got this point?
Mm. Mm.
So on the variable, what we can perform? We can either perform the set or we can perform the get. Got it?
Mhm.
So here we are setting, here we are getting. Got it? Up tell me one thing, guys. If suppose here I'm just going to write the username, but R is missing there, then what will be happen? it will search a variable with the username, right? If R is missing. Hello?
Yes.
So it will run the program, and once it will check this username, this variable is defined somewhere, guys.
No, it's not defined.
No,
It's
no.
not defined. So what will get the error? We'll get the error. This variable is not defined.
Defined.
You are getting the point?
Yes.
If input I am going to use the capital, then what will be happen?
Undefined function maybe.
Undefined function again will get it, because of a function is defined with the name of input. Got it? This input and this input both are different, because of in programming, capital letter and small letter both are different as per the ASCII value. ASCII value, if you remember, guys. Right?
Yes.
For the capital A, what is the ASCII value? I guess 65. For the small a, it is 127, I guess. Right? So computer is going to use this variable character with this ASCII value. Got it? So in the programming, capital I and small I, or small a and capital A both are different.
Right.
So he will search with the function name. If you are going to use the input function, then fine. It is going to search where is this input function defined. It is under the system, guys. Okay. If you are going to use input, then it is going to search this input function and it will not get it. Then you will be get the error message not defined. You are getting the point. Hello? I will show
Yes.
you step by step. Just a minute. User name. First, I am going to run this program. This is just some comments are there. Module 1 it is showing. You can remove it. That is not needed. I'm just going to run this program. It is asking. Suppose I'm going to mention Punit. What I'm getting? Username is Punit. Suppose I'm just going to miss the R, and then I'm going to run this program. So how it is going to run, guys? It should not be run, right? Because of we have made the error. But how it is running?
Because the program is executed sequentially, so first line is executed.
Yeah, just try to understand. There is a two type of the interpreter. One is compiler, translator. You can understand now. One is compiler. Another one is interpreter. What is the difference between both? Compiler will convert the whole program into the machine language, and then after that it will be executed. Because of machine is not going to execute this one, right? Machine is not going to understand. As you know, guys, machine can only understand 0 and 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. So once we are going to use the compiler, so what the compiler will do? Compiler will convert the whole program first into the machine, and then after that it will be executed. Okay. But interpreter, what the interpreter will do there? Interpreter will convert the first line and it will execute, means instruction by instruction it will work. As I told you guys, in the program, each line is known as instruction, right? So first it is going to convert the first instruction into the machine. Okay. So first line has executed. Then once the first line will complete, then after that it will jump on the second line. So once it will be jump on the second line, it will show you the error message. You are getting the point.
Mhm.
So Python is using the interpreter. And if you remember, guys, in C language, it was using the Turbo C was the compiler for the C language. And for the Java, it was Java C was the compiler. So in this program, if you are going to write the program, so complete program first, it will be convert into the machine. Got it? But here we are using the interpreter. This is the reason the first line we are not getting the error. Once we'll enter the name, after that we'll get the error. What is the error message? Use name is not
defined.
That means it's not defined variable. It is not declared before going. It should be set to, here we are getting, right?
Mhm.
So it should be set before get. Then only we can get, right?
Mhm.
So this variable, this is the another variable, which one is not set. Variable set
Mhm.
one is this one.
Mhm.
You got this point? So if you are going to call any variable, so first it should be set before get it. Got it?
Mhm.
Now in the function also, if you are going to use, like I am going to use, definitely I should get an error. What is there? Input is not
Fine.
defined.
Mhm.
You got this point, guys?
Yes.
So input username, just we are holding into the username, and then here if you are going to input anything, that will be comes under the string format. In which format it will come, guys? It will be comes under the comes into the string format, right? Similarly, so input function and output function, if you have any question or the query, guys, first you can ask me. Hello?
When you
Anyone?
use the, when you use the print function, right?
Yes.
If you have quotes, you're printing out a string, but sometimes the print function, you don't use the quotes. Right, so you're printing out an integer in that case.
Sorry, can you repeat one more time?
When you use the print function,
Yeah.
inside of the brackets, you have quotes, so you're printing out a string, correct?
Yes.
So, but sometimes with the print function, you don't use the quotes.
That
Right,
I'm
so-
just this is just a message for the user. If you are going to remove this one, right? I'm just going to remove this one. Then it will just directly print the username. Directly it will print the username. What is the value is there in this username, that is you are going to directly print it, right? But it is not give you any message what you are printing here now. Just try to understand in the both result. You can compare. Punit. It is just printing the Punit. But here before this Punit, I just want to clarify what is the Punit. You are getting the point. So I know as a programmer, it's a username. So I just mention here it's a user. User is, I'm just going to give the message. Who is the user? So user is my fixed string, and that will become with this variable. So you'll be getting here user is Punit. If you can see, if I'm going to run, now I'm just going to put your name. So what will we get there in that case? User is Rao. You are getting the point. So this part is now fixed in the output screen, and this is coming from this variable. Whatever the user is going to input, that it will become there.
And how critical are those spaces? Do they matter at all?
in the double quote, doesn't matter how many spaces you are going to use, it will not impact. In double quote, space is also going to use as a character. Okay. So
That's a
here,
basic-
here you are going to mention in the double quote, anything you are going to mention that will be comes like a character. But in variable name, you can't be used like this, user and then name. You can't be used like this, right? Here you can't be used the space. Like here, if you're using the user and then space, if you want to use name, you can't be do that. Either it should be it should be variable name, it should be a single string. Got it? So user underscore you can use user name, you can use user 123, that you can use. But between the user and variable means variable, in the variable you can't be hold the space. Got it? In the variable you can't be hold the space first, you can't be use any special character apart from the underscore. You can't be start the variable with one, means with the number. We can't be start the variable name with the underscore, that we can't be do that. Like the username, if you want to create the username like one user, you will not, you will be get an error. Username is a, this is my variable. Variable name can't be start from the number. Yeah, it can be, the number can come later. That is fine. That you can use. PK. So this is my variable name, but variable can't be start with the number. In variable name, we can't be use the space. Suppose here we are going to use the space, that we can't be do that. We'll get an error. Here we can't be use, we can use the underscore, that will work. Got it? Hello?
Yes, sometimes when I played around with these scripts, I've just bunched everything together and they work like 90% of the time, but sometimes I've run into trouble every so often. You know, I'll put like 2 + 2 = with no spaces in it, things like that, and it works fine, but sometimes I have an issue.
Yeah, so once I will, I need
Maybe
to check your script where you are missing something. Might be there is some issue. Got it? There the tab will also matter. The tab, that will be also matter. Okay. If your program you are going to start from here, and if you are going to start your program from here, that will be, both are different things. So it will come later, the what is the text syntax part that I will discuss. First, I'm starting from the very beginning. I'm just defining user guys, username means input function and output function, and variable how we can declare. Got it? So on the three part we are focusing today. Variable, what is the variable? What type of the operation we can perform the variable? On the variable only we can set and get. There is two operations we can perform. Either we can set, either we can get, and then we can access. Variable is nothing, just a memory allocation with the name. We are just going to allocate a memory with the name of some character. Okay. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Guys, here we are taking just 5-minute break. I will be back on 6:15. Okay.
Okay. Non, l'instant, tellement il y a classe là.
Hello. Hello, are you able to hear me, guys?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So we have covered this part, guys. Use variable name, how we can declare input function and output function. Now, whatever the things you are going to take from this input function, that will be into the string format. In which format it will be there? It will be into the string format. Suppose I am taking here the enter the two number. Sorry, enter the first number. That is my first instruction. And variable name is I am giving the variable name just is n1. Suppose this is my variable name. Another function variable I'm creating. What is the variable name? N2. Enter the second number. Then I'm just going to create another variable that is n3. Into the n3, I'm just going to put the sum of n1 plus n2. So basically, just try to understand what we are doing. We are setting the variable 1. And what is the address of this variable, guys? Name of this variable n1. We have the another variable that is n2. And we have the another variable that is n3. In whole program, how many variables we are using? 3 variables we are using. n1, n2 and n3. Got it? n1 we are setting here. Suppose I am putting the number 10. And we are setting the variable, right? Set 10 and 20. Then here in this line, what we are setting? We are setting the n3. Got it, guys?
Yes.
In n3, what we are going to set? We are just going to set n1 and n2. We are just adding 10 plus 2. So actually, these n1 by default, what the type of this n1 and n2? That is a string. So it is not going to act as a number. Otherwise, what should be the result, guys? 30. But it is not going to act as a number. This is also as a string. It is going to take. This one is also going to act as a string. So it will be 1020. You are getting the point? Hello. Then here I'm just going to print the result. Sum equal to I'm just going to print here the n3. So what will be happen, guys? If I'm going to print the n3, so what is the value of the n3 right now? So result I will get 1020. Everyone is getting the point, guys? Instead of 30, what I will get the result? I will get the result 1020. Everyone is okay
But
with this?
why is it so when there's plus in between?
Sorry?
Why is it 1020 when there's plus between
Because
the
of n1, it is not going to act as a integer. It is going to act as a string. So in n1, what is the character? There is two character. It is treating like in n1 there is two character. 10. This is just a character string. It is treating. So 10 and this one is also a string. So 10 plus 2, 20. You can assume like AB plus CD. So what will be the answer?
ABCD.
ABCD. So it's instead of AB, it is 1, 0, 2, 0. You are going to add. So it will be 1020. Because of it is just treating as a string. You are getting the point.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So here you should get the result 1020. You can see here now. Let me execute this program. 10, 20. What we are getting the result? One zero, 20. So we can do one thing, guys. We need to
I have a
Yes,
question.
yes.
How do you set up this print function now? As in, for you to get the output?
Sorry.
How did you learn how to do the print function? As in, put like this, because like the first, second, and third lines, that's not a problem. But how do you write this function so you get the right output, the print function? Because sometimes I might write print and double quote, like you put what if I don't miss comma? Is that like is there a format writing this?
Yeah, this one you are talking, right? And comma.
As in format, yeah. Is there a format for you to get the right output?
Yes, just try to understand. This is my print, okay? Under this, anything we are going to mention that we can print on the output screen.
Okay.
That into the double quote. But on the output screen, what I want to print? I want to print sum equals to, and what is the value of this variable? This is the variable, right? So what is the value of this variable? So if I'm going to mention like this, print sum equals to n3. So n3, it will also assume it's a string. So what will be get the output? You will be not get the n3 value. You will be get the sum equal to n3. You will be not get the value of the n3. You are getting the point.
Okay.
But so n3 should not be under the double quote. You are getting the point.
Okay.
So you just want to print sum equals to, this is your message. Then after that, after this one equals to, it should be print the value of the variable. So after comma, you can just mention the variable name.
Okay.
Okay. And if you don't want to print this one, you simple want to print the n3 value, then what you can do? Print, simple you can mention n3. You don't need to put anything.
Then to put no double quote then. Okay.
Nothing is required. Just it will print the n3, but n3 variable value will be get it, but it is not showing what is the output.
Right.
Output should be like that. It should be informative, right? It should be
Like the
informed to the
receipt you
user.
get from the restaurant.
Yes.
Okay.
Got this point?
Yes.
So right now it is not going to add, guys. So what I can do, I need to convert this string into the integer. Got it? Then you will be get the result. So what I will do, I will write here the int. There is a function to convert the string from the into the integer, right? Then what is the data type of now what is the value? N1 equal to 10, suppose, N2 equals to 20. There is N3. What will be happen? It will be convert N1 10. It will be convert into the integer plus 20. Then result will be 30. So here we are setting 30. What will be get there? You will be get the 30. You can see here now. Let me execute right now. 10. What is the output you are getting, guys?
30.
30. Can you see now? Hello?
Hello.
So in this case, what is the type? Data means variable type of N1. What is the variable type of N2? And what is the variable type of N3? So N1 type is string, is still string, right?
Yes.
N2 type is also
String.
But N3 type is
Integer.
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 Because of here you are taking the input, so N1 it is taking as a string, and here N2 is also taking as a string. So both data type, both data type will be the string. So whatever the value is there here, int N1 you are going to write, that means you are not converting the N1. Sorry, you are getting the point. You are not converting the N1. What is the value under the N1 that you are converting into the integer? You are getting the point. Hello? So what is the value under the N1 that you are going to convert into the integer and that you are going to hold into the N3? So in N3, basically, we are going to add int plus int. So what will be the data type? That will be integer.
Integer.
So N3 data type is integer, N1 and N2 data type is still string. You got this point?
Yes.
Similarly, instead of that, what I can do, instead of write the int here, what I can do there, guys, I can write the int I can write the int here also. Then also it will work. You can see. $10 and $20. Now what we are getting? So now what is the data type of N1 here now?
Integer.
Now in this case, N1, N2, N3, these all are integer. You got this point? These all are integer. Because of here, we are just going to hold the integer value into the N1. So N1 data type will also change. It will be integer. N2 is also integer. And N3, in the N3, we are going to add integer and integer. So N3 will be also an integer. So all these three variables in the previous program, guys, in the previous program, in this program, in both program, we are getting the same output. But in the previous program, N1 and N2 was there. String, N3 was the integer. But in this program, all three are the integer. You got this point?
Yes.
Okay. So it was just day one, guys, for the basic Python, means basic simple program we started. Okay. Next part we'll cover tomorrow. Okay. On same time. If you have any question or query up to this point, you can ask me. Hello.
Yeah, and maybe it's not even. I just have one question. It's not like so much related, but you mentioned about the difference between Git and GitHub. What's the
Don't worry. First, you need to focus here now. I will discuss what is the GitHub.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone has any question, guys?
No questions.
So what are we doing next tomorrow?
Tomorrow again we'll do the Python basic only. So there we'll discuss some type of the program. Operators I will cover tomorrow. What are the operators?
Okay. You say you're going to send the link, download link, so we can download the Pythons.
Yeah. I will share the upload. You have a Google Drive link, right?
I don't
Last time I shared the Drive link in the chat.
Oh yeah, because I used my phone, so I didn't get that.
So in the same Drive, I will upload the software also. You can download it and you can install in your machine also.
Did you do that on the what they call it, mobile, the WhatsApp? Was it where you shared it or?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Mobile.
Did you share the link on the
In the WhatsApp chat
Yeah,
group,
the
I shared the link.
WhatsApp chat? Right. Okay.
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 But
Mhm.
still, if you don't have the access, you can just ping me on the WhatsApp. I will share the link again. No worry.
Okay then. Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Raju, do you have any question?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Manjunath?
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Okay. Ron, are you okay?
Good, thanks.
Okay. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank
I
you.
will upload the videos and the software both into the same Google Drive. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.